D-Live. D-Live sucks dick anyway. We're live now?
Are we live now?
Yeah.
What's up? We are live. Finishing up a couple things really quick. How do I go back?
Maybe we should just start telling people when we say 8, we should just say 8:08 because we're never punctual.
We're really not, but hey, that's what you get. That's what you get when I'm involved. I'm gonna be late to my own funeral.
Yeah, no shit.
I know, I'm never on time. I'm on my time all the time.
Oops.
So anyways, let's see what we got going on.
Anyway.
The video's back. Alright, cool. So we are live. We are streaming. Alright, what's up everybody? How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I know we're doing good.
We're doing good. I'm doing great. You know, dude, I normally don't do this, but I'm sitting here. I'm rocking sweatpants, rocking the Where We Go One, We Go All Q shirt. I feel good about myself. It looks good. I think the sleeve tattoos with the Q shirt, the Punisher, the American flag logo. I feel good.
I have an alien.
With a rip under your armpit. Why don't you show that bitch off to everybody? Jesus Christ. Hey, did you steal that off the homeless guy off East 9th?
I actually was East, but whatever. He didn't want it anymore. I gave him some loose change in my pocket for this shirt. No big deal. He said he wanted a Black and Mild, so he got that Black and Mild.
I can't believe you just said that.
What's wrong with that? I smoke Black and Milds too. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So anyways, with that being said, I'm doing good. I mean, I feel kind of dirty. I didn't get to take a shower after work. I feel a little greasy. But this guy over here was like, dude, come on. We got to do this live stream. We don't have time. We don't have time for you to take a shower.
It's not that that's not even what you made it about. You made it about that, oh, I got to take a shower. I smell that. Yeah, because like these people can smell you. Like, oh, I can.
Yeah, but I personally like to feel fresh. I'd probably maybe be more aware and awake if I was feeling fresh. And look at you're over here talking about I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling good. Look at me.
But I didn't shower.
Yeah, because you're used to being a greasy dirt ball.
I literally shower every day.
Hey, because you're okay with being greasy and you like it doesn't mean I need to be like that.
Because I don't give a fuck. I'm not nobody to impress. Neither do you. Well, maybe you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. So, anyways, what's the topic on hand today?
Okay, today we are going. I gotta stand up. I can't sit down. You tell me I gotta sit down. I can't sit down. I gotta stand up. I feel like claustrophobic.
You know, I just realized
we haven't even been on the.
Oh wait, no, it's been going. We're good. No, it's been going. We're fine.
Sure?
Yes. We're fine.
Wait, we gotta.
Dude, quit having it up. Quit having it up.
Because I gotta stand. I can't sit for these live streams. Like you want me to? I feel claustrophobic.
You get all nervous?
No, my face gets all hot. Like I can't sit for this shit. I gotta stand. I mean, I could periodically sit, but I gotta stand.
Alrighty, do what you gotta do, man.
Anyway, I don't know how much more I could deal with you today. Like you're.
I know I'm on one.
Between last Monday and today, and then Chipotle. Oh, we're gonna tell you guys this story really quick before we get into the topic. So we're at Chipotle. I'll sit down for this story. All right. For you, I'll sit down for the story.
Thank you.
So we're at Chipotle. Before we do this every Monday. He gets off work or I'm off work. We go to Chipotle before we come back and start setting everything up for the live stream. The men's bathroom's locked for like over 5 minutes, and Travis goes.
Someone was definitely in there taking a dump. Definitely take. Someone was in there taking a dump.
So
I might have smelt it from the outside of the door. I wasn't sure if that was Chipotle I smelled. Or that was doo-doo I smelled. I'm not really sure.
So Trevor's like, dude, this door's been locked. He goes, should I go use the women's bathroom? And I go, fuck it, go ahead. I mean, just, hey, someone says something to you, just be like, hey, I identify as a woman today. What are they going to say to you?
You can't say anything. Yeah, you just got to let people say that.
So, and the thing is, we didn't like have to use the bathroom. It's just like, we're, we have hygiene. We wash our hands before we eat. So Travis.
You wash your hands, but you don't wash your body.
Yeah, I wash my body at night before I go to bed. I wash my hands before I eat, just like you do. That's why you had to use the bathroom. Well, I don't even know why you're fucking bringing that up right now. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I'm just making fun of you.
So Travis, he's going to wash his hands, and I had to wash my hands. Even after Travis is done, he goes in the women's bathroom, washes his hands, comes out. I go in the women's bathroom after wash my hands and come out. But that's just a funny story because, like, we just said, oh, well, we'll say we identify as women.
Right
If someone says to us, what the fuck are they going to say to us? Nothing, because that's how fucked up our society is today, that all you have to say is, I identify as whatever, and no one is going to say shit to you. So that was a funny story for today. So anyway, the topic of today that we're going to talk about is we've been continuing to hammer on the election of 2020. Our first stream, we brought you the night of the election, the mathematics of it, how it was physically impossible for Biden to catch up to Trump with the numbers of...
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're freaking out over nothing right now. I was about to pause this to make sure I can the audio because there's going to be a small delay to make sure we don't fall in that same mistake we did last week.
Anyway.
All right. See? They'll probably hear that. I told you. I'm just making sure that the audio's working.
I forgot what I was talking about. The first live stream, we were using the actual mathematics of how Biden could not physically come back and win this election. Last stream, we were kind of like bouncing a little bit around because we just want to keep things fresh. Look at that. Can you show that? Can you show that so we...
Yeah, wait. They can see it right here.
What? Okay, so first live stream. We just and then the last week we went to the Arizona audit. Apologize about the audio situation. This is our third stream. We do put work in this, but still trying to figure this out. We're not tech guys. Kyle, where are you?
Yeah, Kyle, where are you?
I'm paying you big time money. 2 cents from the first live stream, 1 cent from the last live stream.
We're out here making money.
Based off of what we've made off Rumble, we've made, 5 cents off Rumble already?
5 cents.
Dude, we're fucking raking it in.
5 cents.
But, I mean, Kyle's just as busy as we are. So, I mean, anyway. So, we're just still figuring out the technical stuff and all this. So, bear with us. So, we went to the Arizona audit last week. And then this week, we're going to show you not just in a certain state. After this, we're going to break it down state by state with the fraud that came out. I believe it's Dinesh D'Souza has a documentary that's going to be released this week.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to watch
the
it.
ballot harvesting they did in Georgia. I think we will play that video.
We could do just a live reaction. We could watch the whole video and just do a full reaction.
Yeah, if we can get enough people to watch on here, we'd like to do just like a live Q&A for people who find the stuff that Travis and I are entertaining on here, and you want to ask us a bunch of personal questions or questions about anything, we would be more than... I will answer a question about anything. I don't give a shit. You can ask me anything, and I will answer whatever you guys ask me. I'm just that type of person. I mean, people who... We won't reveal where we work. I mean, obviously, people who watch us know where we work at, but like people who talk to me at work... Like,
I'm unemployed.
Yeah, you look like you're unemployed. Your house looks like you're unemployed. Jesus Christ.
No, my house is very clean.
His house isn't that bad. I'm just fucking around. But we would like to do a Q&A for like a bunch of our friends or people who watch. Like that'd be like just a break away from some of the political stuff we talk about. And we like to try to throw this humor in here for you guys to kind of dive away. Like we're doing like a little bit of comedy on top of... I personally think I'm funny as fuck. Travis is funny, especially when he's on one. I don't know if it's his pre-workout or whatever he takes.
I didn't work out today, so I'm not amped up today.
Yeah, I know that. You're probably jonesing right now.
I'm just tired. I'm tired today.
Get the sick leg workout in.
Today
I had a great leg day. I'll never forget that, bro.
I'm actually gonna hit a deadlift PR tomorrow. I'm gonna get my name on the board, and I'm gonna win first place for the month at the gym I'm at. I don't know what I'm gonna win. I just want first place, just to go, haha, I got first place.
You know, you scarred me every time you tell me you say I have a...
Yeah, because you're a mark, and you wanted to get front row to go watch dudes in their tights wrestle with their shirt off.
2013, I'll never forget this. We were going to a wrestling show, a local wrestling show, and Travis was like an hour late. And I'm like, where?
But we were still on time to the show.
I'm like, where the fuck is this dude? No text, no call, nothing. And he shows up to my house and says, dude, I was at the gym. I had a sick leg day. And anytime he tells me, like going forward, like since then, even until like a month ago, he came to me and goes, I had a sick leg day at the gym. And I just get fucked. Because I go back to 2013.
I gave him PTSD.
Yeah, PTSD from his sick leg workout that made us an hour late to the wrestling show. Ever since then, he goes, I sick leg.
But the thing is, we weren't even an hour late. We were still literally on time. You just want to get there early so you can go talk to the dudes with their shirt off.
because I know those people.
Who was that one? Who was the one? He went to Normandy High School, and then Michael kept calling him by his real name. Hoffmaster.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to really say people's full names, but what was his wrestling name?
Dude,
I know his real name.
Frankie
something. Frankie. I don't know, but I know his last name. I know his full. I know his
Frankie Flynn.
Flynn. Yeah. Shout out Frankie Flynn. But yeah, Michael's like, yo, Blake Hoffmaster.
So I can't stand Travis and his sick leg day workout shit. I don't want to hear it anymore. So
I'm hitting 340 on deadlift tomorrow. Just saying.
I'll be hitting the tanning, and then I might be at the gym to do some ab workouts tomorrow.
Oh, that's you got the membership now.
Yep.
All right, cool. You're deadlifting with me tomorrow. We're gonna have a sick leg day.
Well, I'm not going until like I got my office day tomorrow. I'm gonna be there forever. I'm not going to the gym till probably like 10 o'clock at night if that's when you want to go.
Not a chance, bud. I go at noon.
Oh, you go at noon because the gym's filled up, so you could slam your weights like everybody
No,
else.
because there's no
because there's no slam your weights on the ground like all those other fucking gym marks that are there.
No, there's no one there. It's great. I can do whatever I want.
We're getting off topic. We gotta go. Okay, so we want to do a live. I wore this Q shirt to give you guys a preview of something that's happening in a couple of weeks, where we're gonna do a
teaser.
We're gonna do a live stream about. We're gonna do a stream about Q. I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of posts that Q did, stuff that came true that he posted. I have to go through like 4,700 Q drops and posts from 4chan and 8chan, so that's gonna be a lot of work. But I'm gonna do it for you guys because obviously, me wearing the shirt, I do believe that whoever is Q is a real person. So, and the misunderstanding of what the mainstream media made Q out to be. We got to play that Savannah Guthrie from the Trump town hall back during the election where she questioned Trump about Q. Q says the Democrats are a deep state cabal of kid fuckers, well, because they are. But we're gonna play that clip for you. We're gonna do it at the beginning of next week's stream. We're gonna play the Savannah Guthrie questioning Trump about QAnon, and it's one of the funniest things I've seen, and I love it. Trump's reaction is priceless. So we're going to go into this now. We're going to give you forensic data from the 2020 election. The first video, I want to say it's kind of boring, but if you really want to pay attention to what's going on and understanding how they did this is why we're doing all this stuff for you guys, is because we want to show you the stuff that the mainstream media won't show you guys. The stuff that we've seen because we care about what's going on and how this is. Look what's going on now. I mean, our country's a shit show. We're not going to make it to 2024 with all the crap that's going on. So this is why we're bringing all this stuff for you. I feel like we have to educate you guys at the beginning and showing you the stuff that we know. So the first video is going to be from a hearing in Georgia that's showing that votes were removed from Trump and given to Biden using forensic data. It's a 10-minute video. We're going to hop around through it, but we're going to give you like the good stuff about it. So Travis,
I can't hit. Yeah, remember last time?
Don't mute the mic.
I'm not going to mute the mic. Here we go.
We've just seen a few examples of statistical irregularities and instabilities.
Yep.
Now, we'll take a closer look at some vote relation within the election database, including explicit vote count switching from one candidate to another. You can see in Dodge County, there's a lot of strange activity.
That's
going
goes.
on.
I might have to buy speakers.
Screen shows incremental votes as they were reported for both election day and absentee. On the right, you can see the total vote counts, which should only be incremental, moving as the county reported in real time. Again, here we're focusing only on Donald Trump's votes.
Can you hit pause for it? So if you look before, it said that there were 7,000 something votes removed from Trump. Look at the graph right here where you see that the ones that are going up, and then you see the two that are going down. Those are votes that were removed from Trump. The green being absentee ballots, meaning like votes that were like mail-in ballots, and then election day votes. So that's the 7,000 number he's talking about. Those two drops right there on the right part of your screen is votes that were removed from Trump on election day in Dodge County. And this is Georgia, obviously Georgia, because it says the Georgia hearing for
little sus.
So this wouldn't necessarily be captured the state totals as they're reported on TV. since one county's deduction in votes can be offset by another county's reporting of equal or greater
Seems a little
votes.
blurry.
The first question you're going to want to ask, or already have asked, is why are any bars going negative? And the answer is they shouldn't. When it comes to the general,
That's the main question. When you're in any election, whether it's the presidential election, the Senate election, the midterms in 22, there should never be any type of negative voting. That's what they're trying to explain to you here, is that there shouldn't be any negative voting. And they're explaining this through the forensic data from the election systems of Georgia. So this isn't just numbers they made up. This is actual county by county in Georgia where they removed votes for Trump and gave them to Biden using forensic data and analysis from the election system that they have.
public, votes for Donald Trump were being switched and removed from his total, which often coincided with other precinct updates that simultaneously offset deductions so that they appeared to remain neutral to outside observers. Across the three counties of Dodge, Daughtry, and Putnam, Trump has over 30,000 votes that simply disappeared.
They just disappeared.
Here, we have clear
Where'd they go?
visibility of an event that occurred at the county level as we compare two data
Pause.
sources.
You could hit space too if you want to pause.
I just like to tell you to do it because I like telling you what to do.
Okay.
The part that they just showed, that they were letting you know that what they had was the official ballots with the seal of the paper ballots that they were able to look at, showing how that these votes were removed. That was a very important thing for us to see.
In this case, Donald Trump reported 29,391 votes at 9/11 local time in Bibb County, Georgia. Simultaneously, Joe Biden was reported to have 17,218 votes. Minutes later, the next reported time update in the precinct data sources, Donald Trump was reported to have 17,218 votes, and Biden now has 29,391 votes. A clear and exact switch of vote totals between candidates. Because there was a time lag between each state reporting
Getting
aggregation
scammed
of
out
county
here.
results, this type of switch can go undetected in state reporting, as long as it falls after the latest state refresh and before the next state update.
I'm trying to do quick math off the top of my head. 29,391 minus 17,218. That's 12,173.
This number right here.
Yeah. So I'm fucking retarded. That's right in front of me, and I
It's
didn't even say.
literally directly in your face.
By the way, Trump lost Georgia by 11,700 votes.
According to
How many?
11,700.
And
That switch alone caused Trump wins the election.
yeah.
the Georgia Secretary
In
of
Georgia.
State website, Trump lost by 12,670 votes. As you saw earlier in this video,
I'm sorry, it's 12,600. Why? 11,700 is Arizona. My bad.
An anomaly or outlier is an observation or event that deviates so much from other events that it arouses suspicions in its generation. In this, an isolation force is defined as a specialized learning algorithm for anomaly detection that works to the principle of isolating these outliers and flagging them for potential review. Remember these graphs when you meet your government officials in person. The burden of proof is on the system to prove our elections were fair.
Like this.
Like right there.
Okay, so here's how your vote is counted in Georgia using Fulton County's process as an example. So after checking in at a poll pad to vote on election day, you go to
Sorry to pause, but if you guys go back and watch the 2020 election, that was the one that was the holdup in Georgia, was Fulton County. And now you're seeing all the shit that happened in there and why it took so long to come out. They had to do all this vote switching. Wait till the last video we show you, and then we show you what the actual electoral college votes were in the 2020 election.
Yeah, we got some good stuff later on. Like the videos kind of get progressively better.
Michigan precinct terminal. After you cast your vote,
I think that's just
ballot is
lights.
saved up in the machine. And after all the polls close, the SD cards containing all the ballot images are removed from the terminals and transported by car to, in Fulton County, one of 4 drop-off locations. Then it's transferred by police escort to the 1365 English Street warehouse. Inside of there, it is run through a tabulation software called Democracy Suite, which counts the ballots and exports the totals to a Dominion server that inserts those totals into a SQL Server database. from that point is directly transmitted to the CITL election night reporting server. The election night reporting
No one's
server
gonna care about
is
this.
responsible for transmitting the totals to the Secretary of
to know
State for output to their
The
website,
process.
and data aggregators like
We're showing you guys this, and Travis, we're talking about this right now. We got to show you guys the process, how they transport the ballots, how they're analyzed. You just saw CITL, which is by the way a fucking scam that Democrats use to rig our elections. But we got to show you guys the process. I know that you guys might not find it entertaining, but too fucking bad. You need to watch it.
Edison, who then transmit that data to the networks. As you just saw, there's a standard process for transferring votes by memory card from precinct to county vote aggregators. Now, let's focus specifically on this square box detailing the data entry process for county updates. The following options are available to anyone with access to these computers working in the election software. Updating vote batches, data and questions about our most sacred right to vote. Okay, so from of this chart removed, they're transmitted by person to these drop-off points, tabulated, and so on and so forth. They're in the entire, but
That's pretty much the end of this video.
this I is in here.
That's pretty much the end of that video.
Okay, so the point of this video was to show you what they did in 3 different counties in Georgia of how they removed votes from moving on up. How they switched votes from Biden to Trump in 3 different counties in Georgia. That just in one, that Dodge County, they showed you the 12,000 vote removal from Trump to Biden, and that there Trump wins the election in Georgia. Go to the second video. This is the proof, the algorithm.
Yeah, I got it.
This is the one
You want me
about.
to start it right here? Or am I starting at the beginning?
Started at the 5-minute mark.
The 5-minute mile marker?
Mile marker, bro. All day long, dude. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Has done some great.
Hit pause for a minute.
Well, hold
Wait,
on. Explain this. We have to explain this, though, so we understand the content, like the context of the content.
Okay, so if you look at the guys on the bottom, they're data analysts. The guy on the top, Dr. Shiva, he's well known around the world for what he knows how to do. He's an engineer. He's a scientist. These are guys who figured out that in, I believe it's 47 counties, that they switched votes. This is mainly discussing what happened in Michigan. This one we're going to skip around to. This will be just a couple minutes. So go ahead and play.
Okay, we can hear you, Phil. Okay, great. No worries. So what I want to talk about before we jump into this is the inputs and the outputs should be unambiguous so you can predict.
Just basic, simple election stuff. Input.
One vote goes in.
Yeah.
One vote's processed. One vote is counted.
Right. Input is your ballot. It goes in the computer. The output is after you scan your ballot. Okay, I voted for Donald Trump. You pick your down ballot, and that's what the computer should come out after it's run through the tabulation system.
In a very clear way. Evidence is fundamentally unambiguous predictions. And what you'll realize is in the current system that we have, the input to our voting systems, we don't have voter registration card. We don't really have authentication. Some places do. We don't really get receipt to the person that actually voted. So you don't really can prove that it was you who came into that precinct and voted.
What they're talking about here is when you go and vote in an election, and I can say that, mind you, 2020 is the first election I voted in, and that's how strongly I felt about what was going on in our country after Donald Trump took over in 2016, that this guy's going to lead us in the right direction, and that's why I voted in 2020. I never voted in any election before until this one.
I voted for Trump twice because he's the man.
This is what they should give you. After you vote, they should give you a receipt that shows who you voted for, what you voted for, going down ballot, that you voted, who you voted in the presidential race, and then down ballot in your state of who you voted for. You should get a receipt at the end, and this is what they're talking about.
So you can't really prove that. And the conclusion is there's no definitive proof of your voting. So the input here, you could argue, has some issues with it. The other part is the output. So we're assuming that the output actually reflects what took place in the voting. So for example, if the input was 30 voters came in and 10 voters voted for A and 20 voters.
If you guys remember from the last Arizona audit with the Cyber Ninjas, they did the same thing, the 30 voters in, mail-in ballots, absentee, same-day voting. Every system system is done the same way. It acted off of a 30 vote in, 30 vote out, and this is what they're explaining right now.
Voted for B, the out should be 30 votes, 30 ballots, and in fact, in the machine counted votes, we'll talk about their ballot images. So 10 votes for A, so you should get 20 votes for B. All of this is true under the governing principle that the system cannot change the output. Okay? Now, if that is possible, then there is ambiguity, since the output can be manipulated, which means that the evidence is not evidence. So
There was another viewer, though.
Yeah,
you get some inputs coming in. What we're saying today in the United States voting systems, the inputs are not, unambiguous, and the outputs, as we'll see shortly, can be manipulated. Okay, but we assume that the inputs are clean and the outputs are clean, and that's what we all want. Ultimately, all of us as Americans, and free people, we want election integrity, and that's what ultimately we want to get to. Again, just to review, ballots can be hand counted. People actually review them. They look for your little hand counted ballots, or they can be machine counted. They convert your ballot in the machine counter into an image. And Benny and Bev Harris were in 2000 versus Kerry. And what you can see here is the discovery is that our votes are also stored as decimal fractions. So, for example, Kerry Edwards, you can see down here, is not 120,360.63. And one of the important things
we did have a real
that Benny
viewer.
was able to do, that he went and actually got the Access database.
Yeah, these were a result of court cases.
See, look.
Because people
Boring
were
ass videos they don't watch.
And back then, candidates weren't as willing to sue.
Votes. It's not because something illuminating. Then Phil Evans got involved, and Phil looked at the data of our votes. In Franklin County, for example, where we won, the only county where 70-80% of the votes are hand counted, we found out that as the number of votes proceed, you see that the votes, these lines represent our vote accounts.
So what they're showing right now is what happens versus a hand count vote versus a machine count vote. Right here, they're showing the hand count. They're going to show you the difference when they use machines.
Mine is the red, and my opponent is a blue. You notice they flatten, and this is how curves should look over time, over number of votes. They flatten. However, in all the other counties where the votes were machine counted, the votes do not converge. They have this parabolic effect.
And this right here is what it looks like when it's counted through a machine. Do you see the difference? That's a wide range difference in how the voting's done versus hand count versus machine count.
That is very inaccurate.
That's why we need to just go back old school paper ballots, hand counting, no machines.
Right, Phil, in that parabolic effect.
I just noticed something again.
Wait, what?
I just noticed something again.
What do you mean?
You apparently don't understand the fact of when I say I don't like this fucking bamboo. So guess what, Travis? Front and center, here you go.
Dude,
everybody could look at it.
Yeah,
Right
everybody
center.
loves the bamboo. Did we not get good reviews on the bamboo?
Oh yeah, everybody loved it. I got 2 comments on it. You keep the bamboo.
Yeah, I got like 4, so that's 6.
Here you go, pal. Right here, front and center. There's your
Oh,
bamboo.
hey, wait a minute. You know what I see? Hold on, move out the way. Move out the way. Let's see.
What?
Actually, they can see it, right? Yeah, there it is, right there. Since you don't like to take your shit home, and you like this iron here so much, I got something for you, dude. Hey, see this? Look, still isn't taking it home. It ain't even mine. You know what? Here, you want to make fun of the bamboo front and center, dude? I got something for you, Bucko. We're gonna put this right here. We're gonna hang this off the door, so then everybody can see your hanger, your iron. Whatever you want to call it. There you go. Front and center, bamboo, iron. There we have it. There you go. You can keep it seeing. Let's hang it on there like shoes on phone wire. Whatever the hell they're called.
That's actually what it looks like.
It's the Chuck Taylors. You're driving down the street. There's just random Chuck
Well, there you
Taylors
go.
hanging.
We got your damn bamboo so everybody can see it. My iron. You know what? I'm gonna take that home today. Now you can't bitch about it through this live stream.
Have at it.
Maybe on the next live stream I'm gonna burn all that bamboo right so everyone can see it.
Yeah, good luck,
But I
bud.
never have to deal with that shit ever again. No, you know what? One
I'll
day,
just
'cause,
buy
hey,
more. You know what? I'm gonna ask people to donate more bamboo. I'm gonna make this whole wall. All these walls are gonna be bamboo.
Because I have a key. You don't have a key here, right?
Well, I need that key because my key actually broke today.
Well, you're not getting it.
I had to jump to the window.
You're gonna be like, hey, I'm at work, and I guess I'm gonna come here. And I'm gonna take that fucking thing so I don't have to see it in any more live streams.
Dude, everyone loves the bamboo.
Okay, go back to playing the video. If I have to talk about that bamboo one more fucking, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Hit play on the video. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't ever want to see that bamboo again. You guys will never see it after this live stream. I swear to God.
I'm telling you, we're gonna have the bamboo in our possession every single stream. It's a staple.
And I have a key to this closet, by the way.
Yeah, I don't.
I will lock that shit in that fucking closet so I never have to see it again.
I actually don't even have a
Hit
key.
play in the video. We're getting off track now.
I'll break that door down.
One of the big indicators of something going on, voter issues, or election fraud. Am I right, Phil?
All right, so yada yada yada.
So
Machines don't work. Let's go back to hand counting.
That background is we have two great people here. I got involved in this. Brennan, is that there are in the three major counties that were
Right here, very important information.
Trump's margin was
69.
minimum of 138,000 votes.
I keep hearing this number 69, but I don't really get it. Everyone's talking like, yeah, man, I was out with this girl. We 69 later, and then
Why are you gonna bring that up on a live stream? Could you just?
I'm just saying I don't understand what 69 means. Can
You're lying.
Can anyone explain this to me?
You're lying.
Drop me a comment. What does 69 mean?
You're lying.
I'll repeat that. President Trump's margin was reduced by a minimum of 138,000 votes. So what that means is Trump's vote total was decreased by 69,000, and Biden's vote total was increased by 69,000. In short,
Why does this guy keep running away? It's like the
votes
second time
were
he's ran out of the room
transferred from
randomly.
Trump to Biden in these counties, and they vary across those counties, but a total of 69 counties. The other piece is this quote-unquote transfer was done by a computer algorithm that linearly transferred. What that means, it transferred votes in a proportional basis. For example, the more votes really occurs more in Republican-based precincts, and Trump or candidate A or candidate B.
This video is pretty much done.
No, so we just want to show you that. Okay, so the last video, they talked about Georgia. This video, they talked about, and mind you, it's not just in one spot. This is different counties in these multiple swing states that all this stuff happened. They did Georgia. We just showed you Michigan. And this is pretty much it for this video. We're going to skip to the next one.
This one?
Yeah, so this is Pennsylvania. This is actually, if you just think that these guys are talking, this is a live from the night of the election. I got to stand up because when I see this shit, it pisses me off. That they do this right in front of us, and we obviously don't pay attention because there's so many numbers in front of you that they throw you on these nights.
Yeah, they're on their switching, and there's like a cycle of all these different states, and you kind of lose track of the numbers. But check this
Election
out.
night in Pennsylvania. Watch the screen. Okay,
All right.
hit pause really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Hit pause. Hit pause. It's kind of quiet though. You can't really hear the.
You don't need to hear anything. Okay, and look at timer that 51:23. Okay, this I specifically looked for this video because all the other videos I found, it was just the zoom in on the Pennsylvania, and it could have looked like the video was edited. But I got this because there's a number countdown on the right that says 51:23. Next polls close. So watch that number so you know that this isn't made up. This shit's real.
See, 69.
My God, 1,690,589. Keep an eye on that number. We're gonna pause it for you when we show you the switch.
All right, so yeah, so this is in Pennsylvania. It's in Pennsylvania. All
You
right,
can't skip this. It's 42 seconds.
I was just gonna, yeah, but whatever. But all right, here it comes. Here it comes. So we have to wait till we get back to Pennsylvania, and you can see the you can see the timer going. This is all live. This is all live. So remember, it was 1,069,000. All right, it's right after this Michigan part, I think. And
Pause.
boom, that.
The original number, we're gonna go back, was, and I wrote it down, 1,690,589. 1,600,076.31. I believe it's 19,558. Yep, it says right there. Vote swap.
Just straight up swap,
So nobody caught this on election night. How many other states do they do this in?
right? It's right there in his face, black and white, literally. All right, am I clicking on this one? Going to the next video?
Go to.
I'm gonna click off this though.
That's
Like
fine, click off
it's
it.
going away.
So this just didn't happen in the presidential race. I told you guys that there was at least 6 senators off the top of my head that they had this election stolen from them. This is a governor's race in Kentucky where I know it's a minimum amount at the time, but there was votes taken from Republican Matt Bevin and went to Andy Beshear. Could you stay off your fucking phone for 5 minutes while we're doing
I'm
that shit?
literally updating something about the stream.
That's not what I saw. You think I'm dumb. That's why my phone's in the kitchen.
And that's why you probably keep running out to your phone. You're probably simping. Look at him. Look at his face. I said he's simping. He's like.
Play the video. We're going to get back to this decision in a minute because you've called me a simp 5 times now, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. We're not going to talk about it right now.
Why not talk about it right now?
Because I want to get through this last video.
All right, here we go.
Arizona, Michigan, Nevada, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. And these machines come with some customized features. Excuse me, glitches. They can both add huge blocks of votes to the Democrat, while the Republican does not, and flip votes from the Republican to the Democrat. Here's proof, beginning with Kentucky, where 560 votes were flipped from Republican Matt Bevin to the Democrat.
Such dramatic music. Look at this. Boom. Swapped. Wife swapped. Shout out wife swap. There you have it.
Flip votes from one candidate to another. But take a look at what they did in Michigan. In this round of updates, 138,339 Biden votes were added without a single person in the state of Michigan.
That's something we covered in the first stream.
Yeah.
Statistically impossible. It's like flipping a coin 138,339 times in a row and getting hits every single time.
Impossible.
And the Democrats say, we're the crazy ones for questioning it.
Dang it.
Well, now
That's all I heard when I looked at her face. Dang it.
Shit. Bringing back 19,500 votes to President Trump.
I would pause. Well, just want to show you really quick that this happened in more than just one race where they switched votes. It happened in governor races. It happened in Senate races. Happened in congressional races. Where are we going after this? Click off this video.
It's that last. This is. Oh, we got 2 more videos. Want me to play this one? Or do you want to talk about how you were.
No, because you literally pissed me off.
How?
Because, first off, I just noticed this.
Oh, wow. I actually didn't realize that was.
Your little Potter potion has been sitting in the background.
Yeah.
Based off the amount of shit that's around it looks like it's been sitting here since the live stream. Don't worry. Let me go take this to your sink filled with like your 40 fucking dirty dishes.
There ain't 45 fucking dishes in there.
Yeah.
There's probably like 4. I have like there's like 2 cups for my bowl of cereal from earlier. My protein cereal. Shout out Kashi Go dark chocolate.
No, it's okay. I'll take it there for you. But now I need an explanation of.
Dude, I'm gonna go fill that up right now with my BCA's, aka Harry Potter potion, if you really want.
No, I just need an explanation of why for like the past 2 days you've literally called me. First you called me an incel simp, and then I took it as a joke. But now it's been a repeated thing. You've been calling me a simp for the past 2 days.
You know what a simp is, right? When you're constantly doing something for someone, but you get nothing out of it really in return. And you know you get what I'm getting at? Maybe, sorta.
Maybe, sort of, kind of.
You sort of do stuff, you know what I mean?
Whatever.
Like, for instance, you kind of keep going.
Going where?
Keep going. You really want me to say it on this live stream?
I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you talking about? You're saying it like kind of like half like, well, you're going. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just stop being. You're being a bitch right now. Just say what you're gonna say. Like,
All right, you keep going over.
no. I know what you're talking about. No, don't talk about that.
What are you nervous?
No.
What are you nervous? You know what I'm talking about? Finally.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't understand how that makes me a simp.
Well,
Nope, we'll just talk about. We'll talk about this after. God,
you know what? We're gonna talk about this in a future video, maybe.
No, we're not.
Maybe we'll talk about this in a future video.
No, we're not. You're a fucking prick. Okay, so where does all?
What?
All right, so where does this all this? I kind of bitched out actually just now because didn't I just say that in the beginning of the stream that I would answer any question and talk about anything?
That's true. Good call on yourself. Why don't you want to talk about it? What's the matter, bro? It's just a conversation, bro. It's just a question.
It's a conversation I'm not ready to have, so play the next video. Hit pause.
To be continued.
So what the big question is why? Why did they have to switch all these votes? Why did they have to remove votes from Trump to Biden? That's the big question. Well, why? Well, because obviously Biden was losing by a lot, and they didn't think that with all the stuff they put Trump through in the 2020 electoral race, and like between the BLM riots and all the racist stuff and all that stuff they tried to put on Trump, that was his fault. The COVID was. We are going to do a video. We're doing a video on COVID. And you guys are going to watch me flip the fuck out when we do this video because nothing makes me more mad than COVID and seeing people still walking around with a mask on. Well, I just dogged somebody in the middle of a Chipotle parking lot because they're walking in the middle of the parking. You saw it,
Yeah, they're by themselves, no one around them, wearing a mask.
Put their mask on. I'm like, yeah, dude, cool. Put your mask on in the middle of the parking lot. Nobody's around you. I still can't believe this shit is still going on. I'm like literally about to lose it, and you guys are gonna see me lose it.
The best is when they're in the car by themselves. That's the best.
You guys are gonna see me lose it when we do this video.
I've even seen
maybe
people,
we'll do it. I don't know. I don't know if my blood pressure and my chest pain can handle it.
I think it's funny when you see someone wearing a mask by themselves in a car, and then they have like 3 or 4 more masks just dangling like over their mirror.
I got my Monday mask. I got my Tuesday mask. Ooh.
And the thing that doesn't make sense, though, it's like, I guarantee them they're not cleaning these masks. It's like they put it on, all the bacteria on their mouth now is transferred to their mask, and they hang it up. And that bacteria is just going to spread and contaminate that mask even more than it's Tuesday, time to wear my Tuesday mask. And then they put it on, and they get sick. All right, so anyways, we'll save this for a future video.
This is a 3-minute video. We're just playing the first 49 seconds of it. They're going to tell you that the amount of votes that came in for Trump were so overwhelming that they had to switch these votes to remove them off Trump and give them to Biden because they didn't even have enough mail-in ballots to counteract the amount of votes that Trump got. And wait till we play you what the electoral college vote actually really was.
Somebody back doors hooked up to the internet or a thumb drive stuck in it or whatever. But one of its most characteristic features is its ability to flip votes. It can set and run an algorithm that probably ran all over the country to take a certain percentage of votes from President Trump and flip them to President Biden, which we might never have uncovered had the votes for President Trump not been so overwhelming
Picking his nose with the
in
mouse.
so many of these states that it broke the algorithm that had been plugged into the system. And that's what caused them to have to shut down in the states they shut down in. That's when they came in the back door with all the mail-in ballots, many of which.
I don't know. The audio is pretty bad on this. I don't know if you guys heard it, but she said that the votes for Trump were so overwhelming it broke the algorithm that's why they had to stop counting votes in the middle of the night because the algorithm in the Dominion machines were broken, that they had to stop counting and switch the votes from Trump to Biden. Go to
next video. That's pretty much it for this video. This guy just talks.
Go to the next video.
This is the last video.
U.S. Army forces went into there's some that believe this is the U.S. intelligence that manipulated all this.
New reports claim the real results of the 2020 U.S. election were found on a computer server that was seized by the U.S. military in Frankfurt, Germany. In a recent tweet,
My question is, if this was seized by the U.S. military that showed that Trump, and you saw it on the last screen, and you see it right on your screen here, that Trump won in a landslide and had 410 electoral votes on election night. So if these servers were seized by the U.S. military and they have this evidence, what's the holdup? I feel like that there's a plan in place. I feel like my opinion is, and this is going to be part of the Q thing that we do, that all this has been a plan and that Trump couldn't win re-election because of all the shit that the Democrats were putting him through, all the two, impeachment hoaxes, the Russian stuff. They said Trump pissed on hookers. They did. He said he was in a hotel.
I know someone else likes to piss on people. Not him. It's someone else. It's funny. I digress.
But it's. I feel like Trump had to step away for a little bit because now you see what these people are capable of, how these people are, and what they're going to do to our country. And now Trump has to be the hero and step back in at a certain point. I feel like the military is holding on to this, waiting for the right time and right point to come in and show us all how this happened. And that's how Trump's going to get back in office for 24.
It's all going to be exposed. It's just a matter of time.
Call me crazy, but I'm a realist, and I believe that this is what's going to happen.
Virginia congressional candidate shared an electoral map that's allegedly based off of this data from that survey. It shows a
This
landslide
map's really
victory
good.
for
It's
President
meant to
Trump
pick
with
up anything around you.
110 electoral college vote, including liberal strongholds California and Minnesota. Congressman Louis Gohmert, you just heard from him.
So if you look at these graphs, this is the stuff that I brought up in the first one when I read those articles from Reuters about the vote dumps for Biden in the middle of the night in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. These are what these graphs are showing you. And Trump won California. I don't care what anyone says. Trump won California. The amount of Trump flags and stuff I've seen out in California, Trump won California. I don't care what anybody says. What?
They're just laughing at it. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I know. It's just.
When do I ever give a fuck what anyone says?
It was just funny the way you said it.
That's a company headquartered in Barcelona, Spain, that's responsible for aggregating all the information from all the machines and whatnot. But now the main headquarters have moved to Frankfurt. That information as to how many votes were switched from Republican or Democrat would have been easily established from the information that SIO gathered.
Reports say the data gathered by the U.S. military in Frankfurt provides enough evidence to overturn the election and expose the voter fraud committed by the Democrat Party.
There you have it. They just said it right there. They have enough information. They can overturn the election.
I should have brought this video, but I wanted to focus on the vote switching. And there's a video I'm going to play when we go over the states. And I'm going to throw it in because it has nothing to do with states. We should have played it on this one. But I have a video, I believe it's a 2 to 3 minute video of a government official from Italy who signs a document in court stating that people from the U.S. Embassy in Italy helped.
I actually have that document somewhere on my computer from a previous video that I made a couple years ago, like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go through my files on this live stream. I'm not doing that.
That they literally signed a form and admitted to helping rig the election using satellites from our U.S. Embassy in Italy to help switch the machines over and switch votes from Trump to Biden.
I have the picture of that document actually on my computer somewhere. I have to search for it because I have a lot of shit.
So we'll show that in one of the next few videos. Go to the last video.
It's just us.
Okay, I guess we're done with the video. So that was it. We just want to show you guys vote switching. What I gotta stand again.
You muted yourself, goofball.
Sorry. I'll repeat that in case no one heard it. We just showed you guys the vote switching just in the swing state. I'm actually going to show you guys in the next couple videos the actual proof and fraud of what they did in each state, what they did in Wisconsin, what they did. Maybe we'll bring up Steven Crowder's video that he did in Nevada where they drove around to residences and there's a bunch of empty lots, a bunch of dead people voting. They did this in Arizona. Wisconsin has a nursing home scandal that's going on right now. The Dinesh D'Souza video coming out about the ballot harvesting in Georgia, the stuff going on in Pennsylvania. There's just a bunch of shit we're going to cover. And hopefully this video helped you guys out. We're hitting our mark of what we've been doing the past couple of weeks, around 50, 55 minutes. That's why we're doing this once a week, giving you these kind of decent sized live streams. And just bringing you guys to attention of what they did in our election and how that these people need to pay for what they did. People need to go to prison. People need to go to a federal pound me in the ass prison for what they did to our election and took away our freedom to vote, our rights to vote, I should say. Essentially trying to turn us into a third world country, into socialism. And
fuck that.
Yeah, we can't put up with this anymore. We got to stand up and fight. That's why we're doing this. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, you guys do videos and you have like 4 or 5 people that watch." Yeah, well, at least we're fucking doing something. What are you doing?
That's true. We're doing more. We're at least talking about it, getting information out of there. If we only change one person's mind, or at least educate one person, we did good.
Right. And
obviously, we're going for more people, but still, it takes time. You don't change everything overnight.
So, and like I said, I preach this every week that this is why we do this. If I educate 1 people, 2 people, 5 people, I don't care. Obviously the goal to do this is have a big following of 50, 60.
I would totally like to make a career out of this if I could.
Oh yeah. Would I be glad to make a career out of this? Absolutely. But I know that takes time and I'm willing to put the effort in. My brother will tell you and other people will tell you that I'm putting an effort in to get this information out. I work literally overnight on weeks that we have the live stream. I do this on a day off from 10 at night till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I do the work. I put the effort in to educate people because that's what I want to do. Where's the mute button on this?
It's right here.
This? I didn't want to live air what I just said. I will live air what I just said probably in a few weeks from now.
You could send $20 to our Cash App to get what he said while the mic was muted.
You want to know what I said on that muted mic? Cash at me at... I don't even know what my fucking Cash App is.
I don't know. All right, send it to Trevor Trav, TREVORTRAV. Send $20, and we'll let you know what he said.
It was good.
It was good. It was
pretty much everybody knows. I just don't want to.
It was spicy.
I just don't want to broadcast it live.
Yeah, that's why they had to pay for that content. It's like an OnlyFans, but only.
Does that look like...
No, not like a sexual way. I'm saying if you pay for someone's OnlyFans, you get extra content.
You could have said,
you want extra content, you got to give us extra money.
You could have said Patreon. What made you think of OnlyFans?
I don't know.
Spend a little too much time on OnlyFans there, Travis?
I can explain.
Travis loves him some OnlyFans.
Hey, they're free subscriptions, all right? They're free. But then there's the insides where they charge you. Oh, you want to see this video? $20. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Hey, you know what?
Then unsubscribe. So anyways, that pretty much concludes everything, I think, right?
Yeah.
What are we going to do next week? Do we know? Or are we not that far yet? Because
I am that far. I've been doing this shit for 8 weeks, 9 weeks now of preparing material.
All right, give them a teaser. What do we got in store for next week?
I haven't decided. I said we're going to cover a state. Maybe we'll start with maybe if I can get a hold of the Dinesh D'Souza documentary, we'll do Georgia next week. If not, we'll start with one of the swing states next week. I post always in advance what we're going to do on my social media pages on Facebook and not Twitter. Fuck Twitter. I hate Twitter. Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's a cool ass dude.
Elon Musk purchases Twitter.
Wait, he did buy it?
Today.
How much did he spend?
I don't know, probably $45 billion, which is like $10 to you and me.
Yeah.
That dude's. I'm jealous. I wish I had that dude's life, minus the name of his kids. Like it's fucking weird. But he's a strange dude. But he's legit.
He's probably gonna let Trump back on the platform.
Dude, that'd be great. Have you seen like the videos they made of that of him letting Trump back on the platform?
No, I did not.
It's hilarious. So we'll be back next Monday, 8:07 p.m. Because this guy can't get his shit together and get us going at 8 o'clock every fucking week.
Between 8 and 8:05, we will be live.
You got to be consistent, man. If we're telling people 8 o'clock, we need to be on at 8. I mean, if we were big time and had 6,000
yeah, dude,
people
because
watching.
we actually hit 2 viewers tonight, which is actually
there's probably more because we're on 4 different platforms.
Yeah, that's true. So we had 2 on Restream. But doesn't the viewer count for all platforms or just Restream?
I don't know. I don't know how this shit works.
I think it's all.
Where are you, Kyle, to help us?
Yeah, Kyle. What are you doing, Kyle? Are you too good for us, Kyle? Are you too busy, Kyle?
I'm just kidding. Kyle's a fucking man.
The frig, Kyle.
All right.
But anyways, we hit 2, though. That was the most that we've ever had, actually.
That's a lie. The first week we had way more.
Live viewers. Though.
Yeah, we had way more.
No, we didn't.
Your dumbass just wasn't watching the view count to see what we were doing.
No.
I had feedback from people. We did. And anyway, we're done. We're done for tonight. Thank you guys for watching us. We could sit here and argue forever. You guys want to sit here and watch me and Travis argue forever? Let us know. We can do it. I could argue with this asshole for fucking hours.
That'd be hilarious if one day it turns into this. And then, it starts off with this, and it turns into us just bickering for a fucking hour straight.
I could do it. I could do it with you. But my problem is, I think you'll lose that filter, and you'll slip out and say something that you shouldn't say, like you almost did.
I got a foul.
Ooh. Well, you've been staying at, and you almost said it.
Yeah, well, you've been staying at.